It's really cool to just have people in their 20s in general on this platform to, talk about real life shit that people who are 20 years old, have to deal with.
Yes, yes. Welcome back to another weekly edition of ISD and School Detention. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You are here with your host, Devonn
and Pierce.
How you feeling, my boy?
Decent, man.
Yeah?
Decent.
My boy just came back. He's a traveler. He's a traveling model now.
I'm you know
what I'm saying?
It was cool. Yeah, I was just in the Big Apple, New York City, the concrete jungle,
New York.
But yeah, it was cool, man. I didn't really get a chance to explore too much though, unfortunately, because I was really just working out there. I was only there for like 2 days and 2 nights, 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And I was really shooting up, literally up until like my flight left at 3:15. I got done shooting at 1.
Damn.
That, you know what I'm saying? So I really was just working. But it was really cool. I don't know, man. Like it kind of reminded me, like, I don't know. I hope this is like I don't think it'd be offended, but it was kind of reminding me of like a bigger Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of cities just remind me of Chicago at the end of the day. You feel me? But that's pretty much how it felt. Hella garbage though. I didn't know they didn't have alleyways.
Yeah,
I didn't know they didn't have alleys. Which
that
doesn't even make sense. I thought alleys were just a thing.
Standard. Everyone gets one.
I mean, they have alleys here, so why would they not have alleys in New York? But I guess it's not a thing.
They leave the garbage on the streets, and then people come pick it up. That shit is disgusting.
Piled up.
That shit is gross. But then I've heard some people, like Jordan, when he went out there, he was telling me that New York is one of the cleanest places. So it's like, what? I don't know. I've heard New York is really clean.
His opinion?
Yeah, I heard. No, I'm sorry. He said New York was nice. Somebody else said New York was clean.
New York's nice for sure.
Yeah. Like the people there are really nice, is what he was saying.
Oh, I don't know about. I didn't have any bad run-ins with the people. I didn't have any amazing run-ins with the people. They just seemed like normal people to me.
Yeah.
Personally,
okay.
But I don't know what his interactions were. I don't know what he was doing out there. You know. But yeah, it was cool. Times Square was popping. You know, I didn't really expect it to be as busy as it was, just with the whole COVID thing going on. But it still was bussing. You know, I had my mask up.
Masked up, shorty.
People had their masks though. It wasn't just like some people didn't, but I definitely had my mask on when I wasn't shooting. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, trying to be safe. Yeah, but it was cool though. It was mad cool. Just everything going on. It was just a little. It was weird because I kept saying to myself like, "Damn, I'm really here." You know what I'm saying? Like, because asked me a couple months ago, asked me like, "What are you gonna be doing in October?" I'm like, "Shit." Working,
right.
But to be actually there doing something I want to do, it's pretty cool, you know. And I got to work with some people out there, make some really good connections. So hopefully in the future we'll have some things popping off, a little bit more exclusive, a little bit more, just a lot more dope shit coming out, you know. So hopefully that all kind of comes to fruition. You feel me? But it was a really great experience, really fun. Met a lot of great people and a lot of good memories so far. I mean, but I plan on making more soon, you know.
100%, man. As I told you, I'm very proud of you. You took a big step. You mentioned masks. I had a joke, but we're going to get to this topic later. But, you know, everyone's been kind of wearing a mask now that the Great White Hope got the virus. So now everyone's kind of scared of it. The people who weren't wearing masks are wearing masks.
I still don't even see people wearing masks.
Really?
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
I was walking on a Meyer earlier, and this older white guy didn't have a mask on.
Yeah, bro. It's like
crazy.
Because the thing is, it'd be first. If we're gonna get into that conversation, let's wait. My bad. I had to get that joke off real quick. I had to get that joke off. So anyway, no, but that's what's up, man. What did you learn? You know, it was really just, man, just be timely, be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Because that was really my first. Because every other modeling gig I've gone to is it's except for like one where I had like 4 in a day, but like that. But that started like during the day and ended at night type shit. And I was just always with the photographer at the time. But this time, like, it was really like you're on your own, you know? So it was really an experience. And again, like, I was telling them, the other people that came with me, and I really had no idea if this is true, but I was like, I wonder if this is really how, like, if you're like, once you really do get in the industry, like modeling or whatever the fuck you're doing, like, is this really just how your days go most of the time, or you just have like 3 shoots this day, like you boom, boom, you know what I'm saying? Because that's really what it was. Like, we literally landed. I had 2 shoots that day, the day we landed.
And you got there on? Monday.
2 shoots Monday. Tuesday I had like 4 or 5.
Jesus.
Yeah, the first one was at 6 in the morning. Bruh, I did not want to wake up. I was so pissed. I was there though. It was dope because we went to the Brooklyn Bridge though. Amazing views. It was, and the sun was coming. I was like, wow.
Which shoot was this? Which photo? Or were these photos released on Instagram?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Some of them might have been, but mine, I haven't put any of mine up. But there's that one. Then there was one at noon. Then we had one I had one at 3. And then we had another one at 9. And we had another one, or I had another one at 9. Then I had another one at like 10:30, 11, up until like midnight.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck. Out of all those, which was your favorite?
Probably I don't know, bro. There was a lot of them. Like the one we did the first day. It was a completely different environment. You know what I'm saying? Like just set up with the studio and everything. So that was really cool. But the one I did at 3:00 Tuesday, the second day, was really cool because I worked with a different photographer completely, and he's from New York, and it was just dope to kind of have just work with somebody else. Not no shots at Blake whatsoever.
Right. Shout out to Blake Martin. Shout out to the bro.
Shout out to Blake Martin, but just different experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just seeing how different people are behind the lens and what they're kind of looking for. So that was really cool. Great guide in Jason. That was really fun. And then the high fashion one.
Okay.
With the one, the picture's up on Instagram. I don't know if I posted it. It's on Blake Martin's page though. It's the one where I'm in like that suit. I'm in a suit with like a cream turtleneck. Right there. I see it. On the left side. Down.
Ah, yeah.
That one, yeah. That one was really fun just because it was in Times Square. I was looking fresh.
Hot.
Fresh.
Dapper. I didn't even recognize you. You low-key look like a vampire.
I know. But yeah, bro, it was cool. That one was really fun. And then actually after that one, we had a shoot with the designer out there. And that was really cool. And I actually posted that picture on my page.
Which one is this one? I'm gonna throw all these in the video, so I'll make sure I get the right one.
It's the last picture I posted on my page.
Oh, okay, the most recent one. And shout out to Instagram so people can go get it.
Yes, shout out to Instagram, I guess.
Shout out your this one right here.
Oh, shout out my Instagram.
Yeah, Boogs.
Boogs. I mean, we're gonna say it at the end.
Yeah, but you never know. People that may not listen to the whole episode. PB00GS. Go get it. This is hard. This is one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
The clothes were fucking. I thought they were cold, bro. I really thought they were cold.
The pants were hard. Did Blake pick out the outfit?
No, this is a designer. I tagged the designer.
Mark Morrell. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
shit
was fire.
Shit was cool. I really liked the clothes he had us in. And then the third day was, and I originally didn't have anything planned for that day. That day I was just like, all right, this is the day we're leaving. But then after the shoot I did with the New York photographer, Jason, he was just like, yo, like, what are you doing tomorrow? And I was like, nothing. And he was like, you trying to shoot again? I'm like, of course. You know what I'm saying? So woke up in the morning, got my shit together. I met up with one of somebody that was helping him out that day with some of his shoots, and we had to go get some shit done. And then I got shot up real quick, and that was the one that went right up until 1:00. And like literally people are like everyone I came with, people are leaving as I'm like in the middle of the street trying to get dressed so I can get
to the plane,
Uber and shit. So but it was cool, and I can't wait to see those pictures. But it was a great experience, man. Definitely. It felt good for me just because this is something I've been wanting to do for the longest time. I've been talking about this for fucking years. So to finally be able to do that and actually going places and having people want to work with me is reassuring. You know what I'm saying? Just that you're that I'm actually decent at what I'm doing.
Right.
And I could keep going and actually be doing some stuff. So it was nice to kind of get that experience, and to kind of get that little boost of confidence. You feel me? And I'm just ready to keep going though. You know what I'm saying? Like the trip happened. It was great. Like I'm definitely not gonna forget it at all. But I don't want to sit back and just, like I said,
get too high on that one event.
Exactly, because I'm banking on my next trip, whether that's New York, whether that's Miami, whether that's fucking
LA, wherever the
Cicero.
fuck. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like wherever it is, like I plan on it being bigger and better than, and I want to do some bigger shit. So
I feel that,
trying
man.
to always upgrade every time I do something. You feel me?
We already know what it is. We've been scheming for years, bro. Talking for years. We've been scheming, talking and shit, and just been planning and manifesting. I'm proud of you, bro.
Appreciate it.
You already know what it is. So, what's one thing about New York that you didn't know that you learned when you got there?
That I didn't know?
Yeah.
That they didn't have alleys. I swear I did not know that. I was always wondering, I was like, why are they putting their shit just on the streets? And they're like, we don't have alleyways. I was like,
dirty.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess. And then I'm like, well, why don't you have alleyways? But I mean, I guess I could probably look that up.
Yeah, but I've maybe it's a density thing. That's like one of the most populated places. It's like New York and LA are just so fucking
possibly
dense.
I could really see that.
God. So that could be what it is. So
I mean, probably some shit like that. But yeah, that's literally probably what surprised me the most. And what I learned, I was just like, what? Oh, okay. I guess that's interesting.
What's one thing you had a conception about that was debunked when you went out there?
That was debunked?
Yep. Or sorry, not a conception, a preception, or a thought you had that was debunked when you got out there. Like, I expected it to be like this, but in reality, it wasn't like that.
Oh, Times Square. I thought it's big. It's big.
Okay.
I just thought it'd be bigger.
Like Spider-Man big? Because in the Spider-Man movies, that shit looks humongous. Huge, right? Like a whole guy.
It's like huge.
Like 8 blocks.
And I mean, it's big. And again, like, and I don't know if Times Square goes beyond where all the billboards are. Like,
and where that one tall building is on the corner?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if there's more to it, like, technically, like, Times Square ends at these streets, then maybe. But, like, when I was there, again, it was big as fuck.
Right.
I just thought it'd be, like, longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just expand a little bit more, but that's what I was surprised the most about it. I was just like, oh. But other than that, it was cool. Weird, though. There was and I guess it was just like an art installation, an art thing that they do there, but like we were in Times Square.
All right.
And it was like.
Come a little closer to the mic.
It was like. It only goes so far. Oh, there we go.
Yes, sir.
But it was like 11 something, right?
Mm-hmm. PM or AM?
PM.
Okay.
All of a sudden, all the billboards, in Times Square turned to people sleeping
in their houses.
No, it was like they were like, it looked like they were like in boxes sleeping, but like the way they were positioned made it look like they were in a box. You didn't see the box. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's hard to explain. It was weird. It all turned like there was no explanation for it. Nobody else was like, what the fuck? I was just sitting here like, what the fuck is going on? I know everyone else decided it was fine. I'm like, nobody else see these people just sleeping here? But I was like, all right, maybe I'm the weird one. So I just kept it pushing.
That's weird as fuck, though.
Super weird.
Plus, that's one of those things where like you see it and you want to research it, but you have nothing to research.
Yeah, because I was like,
because if you Google people sleeping in boxes Times Square, they're gonna bring up a homeless person.
Exactly. So I don't know, but I think it was obviously made for Times Square because you can tell the way people were positioned, like it fit the billboards. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like they probably were like, okay, your guys are going here.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
That's fire though.
It's cool.
It sounds fire. Cool. So that's what's up, man. While you were gone last Monday, I had the pleasure of sitting down having a conversation with one of the coolest dudes I ever met, Pierre Andresen. You guys can find him at Pee Wee the Plug, HOH on all platforms. It was a really cool conversation. I was introduced to him. I heard about him from Jordan. Shout out Heavy But Light. And then I follow P on Twitter, and he talks about basketball, hip hop, all this kind of stuff. He manages Flex, Rich Vision, and I believe he works with Hayes as well. So it was just a really cool connection. One thing that kind of drew me to P is that he interacted with everybody on Twitter, and he interacted with me, and it was just been like back and forth. So I just shot my shot. Said, "Yo, I'd love to have a conversation with you," and it worked. I was super nervous about it. I was like, maybe I shouldn't even ask. Like, why am I so scared about this? Like, yada, yada, yada. But then I did it, and it all worked out. And it's going up in 3 parts because we talked for almost 3 hours. So, because the first before Zencaster cut out, it was like 1 hour and 45 minutes. And then the second half, it cut out on me again, like 1 hour and 6 minutes. So, almost 3 hours worth of talking. And, bro, the conversation was good. You guys can find that on all of our platforms, all podcast platforms and YouTube as well. Please go check that out. It was really dope. We talked about sports. We talked about philosophies, ways of life. The thing I like about this conversation, though, it wasn't centered in just sports and hip hop. It was centered around life.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, no matter what you are, no matter what you do, no matter how much money you make, you're still human. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing I had to remind myself going into this conversation, because I was nervous. I'm just like, man, like we have a lot in common. Like, I'm really excited for this conversation. I know for myself previously, like, I've been too excited for things before. Yeah. And I've mentally kind of blown myself. So I was thinking about what you were saying, and I texted you, like, don't get so high because you've reached a milestone that you wanted to hit, or reached a goal that you wanted to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get too high on that, because then it's gonna ruin everything else for you. So I just kind of chilled off. I relaxed. I kept my cool. I'm back down to ground zero. But like for days after that, I was just buzzing. Even to the week putting it up, bro, I was high. I was just like, this is great. We gonna be fire. And it's good to be excited about things, but it's not good to let those thoughts dominate how you feel and dictate everything. One thing I've learned is that we have boundaries within ourselves that we have to respect for ourselves first. Yeah. And I know one of my boundaries and things that I learned about myself is that, you get too excited. And sometimes we get too excited. Sometimes things don't go as you plan. You have expectations. You forget what's important, and then shit goes awry. You know what I'm saying? So that just taught me to make sure that I focus on these things, stay grounded, make sure I keep doing what I'm doing. So the conversation is really good, though, man. It was humbling, and he got right away to giving me advice and everything, and it was really good. It was good. And one thing I learned about myself is that I can do this. It was a huge confidence booster to sit there and talk for that long and have just a genuine flowing interview, or not even interview, more conversation about it. He even complimented me on my skills while we were doing it. It was dope.
Yeah, man. It's nice getting those little
pats on the back, nudges.
Yeah, for real. Especially when if you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Man.
Or you feel like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, you're doing really good. You're like, am I really?
Yeah.
I still feel like people are lying to me when they tell me
Me
that.
too, bro. Yes.
Because, like, whenever, like, I'm doing, like, some modeling shit, right? And they're like, oh, man, that's great. I'm just like, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. Why are you being so nice to me?
Same. Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just got to take the compliments, man. You know, not everyone's. Why would they lie to you? Why would they say you're doing good if you're not, you know?
It's hard to, have you ever been that person to tell someone it's good if it's not?
It depends on what are we talking about?
Like, if someone
in general,
like if someone asks you, hey, what do you think of this? And you're like, yeah, it's good, but you aren't really feeling it, because
like if someone show me their music,
yeah, or for example, or anything, and you're like,
no, I've told people, like, you know, personally, I would, like, I don't dig this, or like I like this, but I don't like this part.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but if they're coming to me for control, like, they want to know my opinion on something, and as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, yeah, bro, that's just dope when it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because then they're gonna be like, all right, I bet it is dope, and put it out there and not get the reception that they want.
Plus, you and yourself know, like, yeah, I just lied to
exactly. So, and you know, I'm just thinking from my standpoint, if I were to go and ask somebody, whatever the fuck, you know, like, what do you think of this? And they're like, oh, that shit's hot, you know, and it wasn't, you know, I'd want the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd want the constructive criticism. I'd want them to tell me, like, you could work on this, or like, this is really dope, but this is lacking, you type shit, you know? So I would always make a point to let them know if that's what they're coming to me for.
Right.
You feel me? So.
And I ask that question because sometimes the things that we fear in life are things that we've done before. You know what I'm saying? Or we unconsciously don't know that. Mm-hmm. That's why I asked that question. So I feel like people sometimes be lying to me too. I just be like, are you sure you like, or are you just telling me this because I'm here in front of your face?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could tell me if it's not good.
Right. Or if you don't like if you don't like the podcast, bro, just tell me. It's cool. Right. Like, you ain't got to lie.
Cry, bro.
Right. And sometimes I try to, when I tell people about it, I try not to be, because I'm very assertive. I'm very just in your face. So I try to dial that back. You know, like if I talk to somebody about the podcast, like when I was at Meyer just now, I was like, yo, man, do you listen to podcasts at all? No, I say, question for you. Do you listen to podcasts? Blah, 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 blah. I actually have a podcast. I'm looking for new listeners. Would you be interested? Mm-hmm. If they say they don't listen to podcasts from the jump, I'm, oh, okay. Never mind, bro.
Yeah.
Never mind. Because I can't force feed you something you don't want to eat. If you don't want to eat chicken, I'm not going to sit and put no chicken in your face. You're not going to eat that shit.
Right.
But if you like chicken, shit, come try this seasoning. Come try this flavor of chicken I'm offering.
Yeah.
And take these sides too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's how I kind of try to introduce it to people. And when that conversation happens, they say, oh, this is really nice. This is good, man. You're really doing good things. But the part that feels the best is when, the part that really feels good is when people pull back up on me later and they'll be like, yo, I like this video. or yo, y'all talking about some real shit, or like if I introduce it to them, and then they come back and bring me up a point that we talked about, and I'm just like, damn, you really like that?
That's happened a couple times. I'm just like, they're like, bro, like I listen to your shit, you know, when I'm doing this, or like I love the shit you guys are talking about. I'm just like, oh man,
really? I guess I do have a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit feels amazing. So when people compliment me, I've been doing better to learn how to take it positively because I beat myself up. So I'll be trying not to get down on myself too much because then I won't be able to take what's given to me, like these positives and these negatives. So, shit, I appreciate it all, man. It's been humbling. Like even Pierre was giving me compliments, but then he also hit me with some real ass advice too at the same time. Like it's all about taking it all in.
Yeah, man, pretty much, bro. That's really what it is, especially when you're talking to someone who knows more.
We'll be doing this.
Knows
shit.
more, has been in the industry and stuff like that. Like, cause I know people who have, you know, they think they're hot shit for whatever reason, doing this, doing that, and you know, and they don't take advice from people who have been in the game. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of they just know more. You know, and so when you already think you're hot shit and you can do no wrong, and then someone comes, and not even on disrespectful shit, but someone's just like, yo, like I peeped you doing this, like I think it would help if you did this, or like I've been in your position, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Just give me some advice, and you could take it or leave it. You don't have to take it. Yeah. But you don't also you can at least be like, all right, boom, like thanks, and I'm gonna I'll have your advice up here, and I'll see if it applies to what I'm doing. Yeah. But I know I've seen plenty of people just shut down. I'm like, I don't need that.
I used to be that guy for sure.
And it's just like, first of all, how do you know you don't need that? Second of all, like, depending on how they're coming to you, like if it wasn't on some just like, yo, your shit's trash, but like if they're really trying to give you some constructive criticism. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like why would you shoot that down? Because because what they're saying to you on how to fix whatever, or how they could possibly make something better, or they would enjoy it if you did this more type shit. How do you know that there aren't other people that are thinking the same thing? They just haven't had the chance to tell you that. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just, I wouldn't, because people have said shit about like our show, you know what I'm saying? Like just constructive, because like, yeah, but like, I fuck with what you guys are doing, but blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, thanks for letting me know, because we wouldn't have changed it if you didn't say something. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So.
But there's also a balance between listening to others and then doing what you want to do.
Of course.
You have to make it your own.
Don't just lose sight of what you want to do. All I'm saying is like, when people give you constructive criticism, especially someone who knows what they're talking about. It's one thing if it's just some randomized person like, oh, well, if I were you, I'd be doing this. I'm like, all right, well, you're not me and you're not doing it. So, but it's someone who's actually has an idea what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? They're coming from you from a colleague standpoint. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, we're in the same field. I just know more than you do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you're telling me if you're a rookie coming to the NBA and LeBron's like, hey, like, I think, you know, like your shots are dope, but you could do this and this. You'd be like, I don't give a fuck what you guys say. You'd be like, oh, thanks, LeBron.
Thanks,
Mr.
sir.
LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Mr. James? Like, right, fact. No, you're going to take the advice and you're at least going to see if it applies. And if it doesn't apply, then, you know, it doesn't apply. But you can try it out, or at least, you know, see if it's something you're fucking with. And if it's not, just, you could be polite, be like, all right, appreciate it, man. But, you know, like, that's not the direction I'm going in. Or you can be like, thanks, bro, and keep pushing and not use it. But there's plenty of people that are just like, I don't need that shit. Like, you know what the fuck you're talking about? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, all right, bro, you don't even got to shut them down like that. Right. They're right. You know what I'm saying? And now you're looking stupid because you didn't want to get some advice, take some help.
No reason to treat people like that.
At all.
So, completely, man. But overall, it sounds like this past week we both had a lot of growth. We both had a lot of growth, insight, a lot of good things. No, which is always good, man.
Hell yeah.
It's always good, always good. Last thing we got on the personal pages before we move on, I paid all my bills. That shit hurt.
I was about to say, how broke are you?
Fuck. I was broke as fuck till I got paid, bro. No joke. And my job gave me my raise. So that's good. But, you know, I dropped my rent off, and I was paranoid about it. I was like, I'm going to take a picture of me putting it in there just in case. I know they got a camera up here, but what if that camera go out?
Just what if it's broken?
Right, what if the camera go out and they ain't got the footage? What if they on bullshit with me? No, I got this, yada, yada. So that was good. You know, so far, the apartment chronicles is good. You know, my shelf broke. I told you about that. Did I ever show you the picture?
No.
Oh man, and this is when I pushed it back up, my shit folded completely. That shit was frustrating. So my clothes were on the couch for like almost a week, but I
was there when that happened.
Yeah. That's how that happened.
Damn.
Yeah, so all my clothes and shit were, and I had 2 boxes up there. No, I had like 4 boxes up there. So I obviously had too much up there, which is why when I bought the totes, I'm gonna keep my summer clothes in the one in the totes, and the other one I'll keep blankets. I still put my microphones up there and everything.
How much clothes you got? You got a lot of clothes?
Good amount, but it's all hoodies and sweatshirts, jeans.
How big is your closet?
So like if you were to go from that corner to that corner, and then like probably over to like the end of that black TV before that brown box.
That's how big it is.
Yeah, like from here to like there.
Yeah,
that's how big it is. So that's
decent. You can't fit all your clothes in there.
I did. All my clothes were in there, but the shelf broke. So when I put them all in there, it was like So I'm just gonna try to keep the weight on there minimum. Only put on there what I need to, what I know I'm gonna wear on there. Everything else I'm gonna just tuck away.
Drawers?
I have a dresser, yeah, but I keep underwear, socks, and I forget what's in the other 2 drawers. I have way more socks than I need.
You know, you can get like a thing you can just hang your shits on. Like it has like wheels. It's like, you know, like the stuff in
like hospitals.
No, like stores, like retail stores where they have like the shit like hanging up on. You can get that stuff, put it in your room, so you can hang more shit up in like the corner of your room or something.
Oh, so like a portable closet?
Like yeah, something like that.
I think I kind of already talked about. I could do something like that if I wanted to.
Totes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm still. It's only been. Damn, it's already been a month. That's crazy. The 15th would be a month, so it's already been a month there. This is gonna be a fast year. But I still enjoy it, man. I enjoyed it a lot. I picked up some command strips, so I'm still gonna decorate the way I want to. But so far, bro, the Apartment Chronicles are good. I still have yet to get my first bill from ComEd, bro. But I'm so stingy with the lights. Real shit.
Yeah, bro. It's straight candles, bro.
Real shit.
Fuck around and get some torches.
Bro, I honestly, if the sun is up, the lights are not on in my place.
There's no need to be.
I promise you. I think, except for my bathroom light, if I need to go in there. But and my kitchen's ducked away from the light, the window, from my balcony, so I can't do that. But if the lights are on, or sorry, if the sun's up, my lights don't come on. As soon as I leave that room, like I live a lot. Old girl came. Not old girl. I'm so sorry. Shit. My girl came over this weekend.
Yeah.
So because my girl came over, she we kept the light on for certain things, stuff like that, because she likes more light in certain areas. So there was that. We kept it on like all night, but that's one night.
Man, running your bill up. Running your bill up.
Running my bill up. Nah, it's cool. It's whatever. But yeah, so that happened. But other than that, it's been really smooth.
That's good, man.
Neighbors are quiet. I got this like little. You seen like my deck and like my the little kids be down there playing soccer or whatever. So it's I enjoy it. Order my TV, get that TV mounted. So it's officially becoming like my cave.
Nice.
My little area. So
good to hear, man.
Yeah. So I'm geeked
really
about
dope.
that. Yep. All right, moving on. Let's get to what we got on here. Juke Box. Get right to the music. Savage Mode 2.
Hot. Bro, that I realize can listen to that album front to back. Easy.
That shit's
and not skip
fire.
a song, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's just that good. You know what I'm saying?
I got one skip. Mr. Right Now.
You don't like that song?
It's okay.
I mean, that's obviously the radio song.
Yeah,
that's
and I think in my mind it's kind of like it's a radio song.
I know that's probably
it's probably because it's not a bad song.
It's not my favorite song.
Right there you go.
Thing,
yeah, it's not
like,
a bad song though.
Not a bad song at all. I fuck with it. I like it.
What is your favorite beat? That's a tougher question because my favorite beats you got.
It's either Glock in my lap,
Many Men.
I like My Dog.
Said and Done's a good beat too.
I don't know, bro.
I
can't really pick. That's like asking me.
And Rich Nigga shit with the violin.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
I can't really pick because it's bro. The album is just solid.
Yeah, bro.
Through and through. Like I'm so satisfied with what this is, man. Like I don't think like I'm really fucking geeked that 21 dropped this.
Yeah, 21 and Metro Boomin.
21 and Metro Boomin. Sorry.
Yeah, 21 Metro Boomin. They really took care of business, bro. Between Running, Glock in My Lap. And many
the transitions to the song throughout the song.
And Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I think having Morgan Freeman. This is like,
that shit took it to a whole nother level.
For real.
So
for real.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that project. That's one of the best projects I've heard all year though.
Oh hell yeah.
Easily.
Hell yeah.
Easily. I like the cover on it too, with the song title. If I remember, the song titles are in the knife. Right? No, those aren't song titles. Those are people.
Wait. Oh wait, what?
And look at the knife on the cover.
Pretty sure I thought those were song titles. I can't really see.
I think I'm about to go pull it up.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they were song titles though.
I thought they were at first, but as I take a closer look, it seems like, damn, I can't find the picture. The goddamn, I see the picture when I don't need the picture. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Look, I think these are people that died. And I said Slaughter Gang, 4L.
Oh, yeah.
On there, yeah. But other than that, it's hard. Like, the details on the cover are dope. There's gunshots coming out of the knife handle. There's a blood of lake. A lake of blood. Blood of lake. And then Metro Boomin on there. This is raw. This is raw. Overall, great project. Westside Gunn. I still have yet to listen to this project.
I listened to some of it.
What you think?
I liked it. I mean, I didn't really have a chance to really listen to it, so I want to do that. But from what I heard, I mean, it's Westside Gunn. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you fuck with that type of sound and Griselda and all that stuff, you're gonna fuck with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They're super consistent. You know, so then if they're gonna give you what you're looking for.
Facts. I was listening to that. I decided today my favorite Benny Butcher verse isn't even a Benny song. It's that No Hook you sent me on Reese LaFleur. That shit is crazy.
That's your favorite verse?
I think that might be my favorite Benny verse because it's or the first verse on Rubber Bands and Weight.
Mine's probably. Hold on 1 second. I gotta look.
It's hard, man. Oh, sorry.
It's 5 to 50.
What project is that on?
The Plugs I Met.
Yeah, the Plugs I Met.
5 to 50. I feel like it's such a dope song.
18. He went crazy on 18 Wheeler too, though.
I mean,
Crown for Kings was crazy too, though.
You can't. It's hard to pick.
It's very hard to pick
one because they're so also just hard.
Yeah, it is. How'd you feel about this new song with Lil Wayne?
I think I only heard it like once. But from what I heard, from what I remember, it was decent. I do want to go back to it and listen again. I think it's cool that he got the feature. I'm just glad they're finally getting the recognition. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember listening to him, it was a year ago, 2 years ago. And like, not that I was like on them before anybody else. I was probably late as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But like, I was like, damn, like these niggas, like how are they not really popping off like that? Like this goes back to when we had that conversation when you were like, who had a bigger year, Dreamville or Griselda? And I said Griselda had a bigger year, and you said Dreamville did. And
that was the year of, and that wasn't my question. I heard that I believe on the Joe Budden podcast. I believe I heard that question.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
I think Griselda had. I still think Griselda had the bigger year. Just going off from where they were to where they ended.
Because that was
a bigger leap. You know what I'm saying?
That was last year. Because it was the year Revenge of the Dreamers 3 came out, I believe. Yeah, it was the year that Revenge of the Dreamers 3 came out, and I think Dreamville Fest was that year as well.
Yeah.
So I think that and what did Griselda put out that year? They put WWCD out, right?
Plus various solo projects.
Yes, but Tana Talk 3 didn't come out at that time though. Pray for Paris came out this year.
Yes.
What did they put out last year? The Plugs I Met came out last year, I believe.
I think there was a couple solo albums. I think Hitler Wears Hermes.
The Plugs I Met came out last year.
Last year. Or this
Hitler
year?
Wears Hermes 7. Damn.
Came out
last year.
Yeah.
And then what did Conway put out last year? They put out at least 2. Each of them alone put out at least like 2 projects.
Yeah, bro.
They
stay.
That's the crazy part.
They just put so much shit out. It's just nuts. But I'm just like I said. I'm just glad they're getting the recognition finally, and people are finally, or at least within the hip hop community. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't think they ever were not getting the recognition. You know, like I'd imagine like just the type of sound that they have and the shit that they're talking about. Like I'd imagine a lot of niggas in hip hop really are fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it's more so the recognition from the people. Yeah. That's been lacking. But again, I guess it just depends on what you want to listen to. You know, because obviously like the type of music, the type of hip hop that they make, type of rap and shit isn't like radio friendly. I mean, it could be radio friendly, but they don't make radio songs. No, you know what I'm saying? They're not making songs to be the next shit. Drake type shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they're really talking about shit that they just experience, lived through. You feel me?
And you could feel in their raps too.
Yeah,
you could feel the shit they talk.
There's a certain level of authenticity when you hear them rap versus someone who you have questions over. It's just like you can just tell like the shit they're talking about is just like he wouldn't question them. You know what I'm saying? And that, I think that's what's really I really like that. It's just it's I feel like it's almost been lacking a little bit in hip hop, because not saying that the other artists aren't authentic, because there's plenty of them that are art, but like just the massive influx of rappers that are just all of a sudden the hardest, you know, gangsters out here and shit like that coming from all over the fucking place. This is like what. And you know what I'm saying? And then you listen to them talk and rap, and they're just saying the same shit that this rapper said. And then that rapper's just saying this shit. It's just a bunch of recycled lines about having new Dracos and having new this and, you know, drinking lean and this and all that shit. So it's like, all right, like, you know, then you hear them talk, or people like Griselda, you know, that are really from there, really experience it, and then you hear how they're rapping and shit, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I can tell.
Facts. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is, it's like, they don't have to tell you what they're about, you know, what they've gone through and all. Like, you can just see it straight from them. You feel me? Like, a lot of other people damn near have to prove that they've lived that life. You know what I'm saying? So they constantly are trying to act tough, this and that, and, you know, start beefs with these people and start doing this just so they can, you know, kind of portray that they are hard and live that lifestyle versus someone who really does live that lifestyle. It's like, I don't gotta show you niggas shit. Then realistically, I could give a fuck if you think about what you think I live. You know, I know what I've lived and I've experienced it. And if you really know, then you'll hear it in my songs and my raps of what I'm talking about.
Facts. I 100% agree with that. Yeah. I 100% agree. Yeah. But I really fuck with their message. And I like when you don't have to have a story for me to listen to you. You don't have to really talk about shit, but I strongly prefer it. Because at the end of the day, we live in reality. We live in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a place where, like, niggas want to rap about, oh, I shot this and did this and did this. Like, you probably didn't do that, but it's cool. Like, you can tell when some people talking about real life shit that they actually dealt with niggas who are just, like, making some shit up. Like, I prefer the visceral reality shit that I can hear and listen to and be like, damn, that happened. And you can tell. You can always tell. If I get on a song rapping about all the shit Griselda raps about, nobody would fucking believe me. You would hear it in my voice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You would just tell I'm lying. But when I hear the things, that's why I'm such a Cole fan. When you hear the things that are visceral, that you can feel and that you maybe not even be able to relate to, but you can tell it's coming from a human, that's the kind of shit I like. That's why I fuck Griselda. And honestly, my favorite is probably Benny the Butcher. And it's crazy because, like, the life we live is so different than the life that he lived, but it's the way he talks about it, and he is just like unapologetically about that
paints
shit.
A picture, man. Like, you listen to him and you can kind of
like rubber bands and weight. I imagine that plug telling him to come back or be patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, I imagine that shit.
So even if you haven't experienced it and can't really relate too much, which I imagine most people listening to it probably can't.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, you listen to it and it puts you in a certain mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely paints a picture. It's like almost like you're reading a book. You know what I'm saying? And back to what you said, like, not everyone needs to talk about something.
Facts.
But I think it depends on how you, because like for Travis Scott, like, I don't know anyone going to Travis Scott for lyrics.
No.
I don't. But
I used to not listen to him because he wasn't saying shit.
His shit bangs,
his shit smacks.
But like, you don't go for him for lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of rappers where I'm not going to go to them to get a story. You know, I'm just trying to have a dope vibe, or the song's gonna be cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? There doesn't always have to be some deep message for a song to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, music's more than words.
Facts.
You feel me? But if you're portraying, if that's how you're trying to come off, like you want to be a rapper's rapper, you know what I'm saying? With the metaphors and the similes and the stories and all that shit, and then you're not talking about shit, or it's so fake in how you're saying it, then it's like, it turns me off personally. Facts. But I mean, there's people that are gonna be fucking with it, you know. Like, everyone has fans.
Yeah, everyone does. But everyone also has people that don't really fuck with it either, though.
Oh yeah.
So like, it just all depends. But a lot of people that eat that up are like these white kids. Not trying to sound ignorant or at all, but if you know hip hop, you know for a fact it's dominated. Like, the fan base is dominated by these white kids, man. Like, even just like I said, we went to Logic. Or we went to go see Corday. Like, it's like, goddamn, like, there's so many white kids here. And it really catches you off guard. So maybe they're the ones that consume it. They're the ones that consume, like, Tekashi. And like,
yeah. Well, again, I mean, we've had this conversation before time and time again, but I feel like, and I'll just reiterate, but I really do believe that most people that listen to rap music are not hip hop fans. they're just fans of the music. You know what I'm saying? Because being a fan of rap and then being a hip hop fan and being in the culture and understanding and this is, you know what I'm saying? It's completely different. You know what I'm saying? So for just to be a fan of the music itself, like, no, I don't see it. I could completely understand why a bunch of random ass kids would just listen to who the fuck ever, whether it's 6ix9ine or whether it's, you know, Pop Smoke, rest in peace, or whether it's, you know, fucking YBN Namir or whoever the fuck. Like they're just listening to it just to listen to it because it sounds nice, it beats catchy, and they're gonna listen to it for a month or so, and then on to the next song with, you know, viral song, TikTok song, whatever the fuck comes out. But as a hip hop, if you're a hip hop fan, you understand the culture, or at least trying to. This is, you know what I'm saying, and you get that, and then you see artists that are trying to, you know, take that image and, you know, and profit off of it in a very phony way, then it kind of turns you off and you're like, you know,
lame as
you
hell.
see it. You see it, you know what I'm saying? And that's when you have people that aren't listening to it. But like, the majority of people aren't in that realm. The majority of people are just rap fans. They just listen to the music. So that's why, you know, at least in how I see it.
No, that makes complete sense. That makes complete sense to me. So, all right, Spilligion, Earthgang. Did you get the chance to listen to it?
I did.
Well, that shit is fire. Yeah. I love it. My favorite Psalm Sing is crazy. Mecca is really good too. I think Psalm Sing right now is probably my favorite song off there. Where's it at right here? And I finally switched over to Tidal full time. Welcome to the dark side. I was stalking Apple Music just because I really liked how all my albums would pop up right here in my phone. I love that about Apple Music.
Yes. Oh, like recently downloads?
Yes, it's so easy. I literally just, but here on Tidal it's different. Like, it gives you recently played, but like, I just really like, it has my history here. Oh, no, see, that's not even, I like that on Apple Music because literally. Yeah,
it's just right there. I know what you mean.
I love that, bro. Like, I'm such a guy, like, let's get straight to it. Like, I like that. I'm like that. So, Spilligion was a really, really, really dope album. It was definitely different. A lot of the tweets I was reading from like the Dreamville camp and things like that saying it was like spiritual and it felt completely different than every other album. And it definitely did. It felt like a gospel rap down to earth. We all about to die type shit. Oh, damn. Whoopsies. We all about to die type shit. But it was good though. I enjoyed it. Psalm Sing, Mecca, Jupiter's really good. And so is Happy. I like that. I think Olu, you know which one that is, right? Earthgang, swole guy with dreads. Olu did good. He played a huge part in this album. I liked, he's really able to just, and this really just reminded me how good he's at singing and rapping. Yeah. I personally think he's a better rapper than he is a singer, but he can do both. Yeah. Like, really well. So I think he did a good job. Really, I'm not going to say he carried the album, but he shouldered most of the weight.
A lot of people on that album.
Exactly. So I'm not going to say he carried it, but he was the strongest person on the album, in my opinion.
A reoccurring presence.
Yeah, definitely. So, what'd you think of it?
I liked it, man. I mean, I do want to listen. I remember I listened to it through when I was working. Didn't skip a song. I thought it was nice, but I didn't really I wasn't able to really listen to it. I was working, obviously. So I do want to get revisit it on my off time, which is today and tomorrow. So I'm gonna get back to it. But from what I heard, it was dope. It was really dope. I think everyone did really well. You know, like I said, there was no skips for me. I think it sounded good, and I do understand what they were saying. Where it was a little bit. It sounded different. Yeah, you know, I could understand that. I could understand it a lot.
One thing I listened to, I didn't put this on the list. I forgot to, but it was kind of a little disappointing. Was Reason.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was kind of disappointed because, bro, like, pop shit, showstop. Like, the first 2-3 songs are like the songs he already released as singles. Yeah. And I was just kind of like, eh. And overall, just the song, I didn't even finish it. So I'm gonna go back and try it again. But overall, bro, I wasn't really. He released 4 singles: Flick It Up, Sauce, Pop Shit, and Showstop. And like, all those were kind of already out before. And I follow Reason on Twitter, and so maybe this is me because like I wasn't really like, you know, feeling like I missed him, you know. But like, it was okay.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't really. I didn't really catch. I had expectations for. I'm not gonna lie. I like what he did on the Dreamville album, and I liked his last project. There you have it. But it didn't really do nothing for me.
I completely understand. I mean, when I was listening to it, I like Pop Shit. And then there's the song with
Vince,
Isaiah Rashad, and Extinct.
War with JID.
Yeah, I like that one too, mainly because of Isaiah Rashad and JID. To be honest with you, I just think, and after like saying other people what they were saying about it, and after me listening to it, and everyone kind of had the same like opinion. It was just, he's a good rapper.
Great rapper.
He can rap his ass off. There's just not much draw. You know what I'm saying? Like when you listen to him rap, it's like, yeah, he's spitting, but like, I'm not interested.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Which
that's
sucks.
a good way to put it.
Sucks.
Yeah,
because like I said, he can rap his ass off, but it's just not. If you put a bunch of rappers in a room, he probably won't be the first one I'm going to. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just not. There's nothing there to really like separate himself. And not that you necessarily need to be some wild and super outgoing, but when you're a rapper and in the extremely competitive music business, especially when it comes to hip hop and rap and all that stuff, like you do need something that makes you stand out, whether that's something super small or there's something super flamboyant. But you see everyone, when you see the people that are huge, like there's something that makes them separates himself from the group. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's whether that's a haircut, whether that's the antics they do, whether that's this their sound, whether that's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, there's something that separates himself, something that makes him stand out. And with Reason, it's just like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? What makes you stand out? What makes you different from the other person that can rap just as well as you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks because like
he can rap his fucking ass off on it, but it's just this project. Like I didn't like this project. Like I'm a Reason fan, but this project wasn't really it for me. Like I liked Lambo Truck was hard. What he did on the deluxe version of the Revenge of the Dreamers, that song was called Still Dreaming. That shit was crazy. And There You Have It was a good project too, but it's just And you know what else something I listen to? And I hate bringing people up just to down them, but we bring up music that's released. Grip. Did you listen to Grip's new project, Proboscidea?
I don't think so.
It was okay.
Disappointing. I know you're a Grip fan.
I'm a big Grip fan, and I think that I like Halo more than I like this, for sure. I only like one song on it, Art for Pennies, but then after that, I didn't really.
How many songs are in there?
5. It's a 5-song EP, and that one I wasn't really feeling it, bro. It didn't really do much for me. This one, Art for Pennies is hard. Grip 316. The beats are really different. Like extremely different. Maybe I gotta give it a second listen, but the beats are just like it's like a rock. One song is like, I forget which song it is, like a rock hip hop type thing, and it felt so different. And I don't know if because I was working when I listened to it. Maybe I gotta listen to it again because it wasn't the headphones.
What I was thinking about. I've been thinking about this class. I saw some tweet somewhere.
Okay.
Sometime, but. A lot of songs now, a lot of hip hop songs, rap songs it's trap beats. That's what's
correct.
Hot, So I feel like when we hear a beat that's not trap, it's like, that's weird. Like, I don't know if I want to, like, why are they rapping on that? Yeah. Why are they using that as you know what I'm saying? But like, Vince Staples on, I think it's Big Fish Theory.
Mm-hmm. That
whole album, it's like no trap beats in there at all. It's like really like more so like EDM ish. You feel me? But he's rapping his ass off. And I like it personally. But when it came out, I saw people shitting on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are these beats, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like not every single song has to be
right.
trap.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because like if you go back a couple years, 10 years ago, or 20 years ago, I guess it would be really 2000s, 90s, shit like that, like it wasn't trap beats. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you had rappers rapping on all types of beats. You know what I'm saying? R&B beats, pop beats, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But they were still rapping. They were still doing their shit. So you feel me? And it was different. But now I feel like the sound's just so like, it's just being narrowed and narrowed and narrowed. Like this is what's hot. It's like when you hear something that's just not a trap beat, it turns you off because you're expecting like heavy 808s, boom, boom, boom. This and that. And if you're not getting that, then you're like, this shit's trash.
And in my case, I'm sorry, I cut you off. I'm sorry. In my case, I'm a big, as much as trap beats are cool, I'm a soul sample fan. I will always be a fan of soul samples. Like I take that over trap beat any day. And Halo had a lot of that, and Snub Nose had a good amount of that too. But I don't know, man. It's just
I don't know. I don't think every rapper can. I think it's easy.
Not saying he's in the wrong or anything, or they're saying that it's trash. I just didn't like this project. He's still an amazing artist, in my opinion. To see what the beats are like. You're gonna know when I say when it's different. Like, and maybe I didn't have headphones on. I was working, so maybe that's what it is. But like, I'm gonna give it a second listen. But like, it was definitely not what I expected. I kind of expected like a follow up of Halo. I'm not gonna lie, because Halo has no misses to me. Halo was great. So I listen to Cashes all the time. Yeah. So, as one other artist that I'm missing that put out a project. Who is it? That I didn't put on the list. We talked about Benny's. Oh, how'd you feel about Big Sean's verse on Benny's song? On Timeless, he called out Kanye. He was spitting.
I liked it, man. I mean, I think Big Sean this year has kind of come correct. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people shit on Big Sean for various reasons. You know,
the album was really fucking good.
I like the album. I think that might be my favorite album of his, to be honest with you.
Interesting. Okay, I'm not mad at you for that. I'm now when he was first coming out, when you're like middle school, I was a bad music listener. This is the first Big Sean album I sat down and listened cover to cover.
Really?
Yeah, like I've always heard like songs here and there, and I'll click to certain things in between the albums, like just songs or pick a part of it.
Listen to a whole album
front to back. No,
I have.
Like I know Dark Sky Paradise is probably like his most popular album.
Yeah, that one was decent.
Yeah,
that one was decent, but like I guess I shouldn't say it's my favorite, but off of first listen, I think I enjoyed this one the most out of all of his projects. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's just coming right this year. You know what I'm saying? With at least from what I've heard from this and the feature.
Yeah,
has he released more?
I don't
know. I don't think so.
Apparently, he and Janae are working on 2088 Part 2.
That hasn't come out yet, though.
No, it has not. But anything released? No, nothing new yet.
Yeah.
Just
so far, what he's dropped, I'm super satisfied.
He ain't missed
with what
yet.
He's dropped. Yeah. I just hope he keeps coming hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, because I know some people call him corny with the lines he puts. He be dropping. Some of them are. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of them are corny, but he still can rap his ass off.
Period.
Still rap his
always
ass off. Easy.
Always.
Easy.
Like when people talk about like some of the big ones of our generation, say Cole, Kendrick, Drake. Don't forget Big Sean.
Yeah, man. I feel like, and he's been trying to fight for that spot the longest time. He's like, guys, like I'm here.
It's like him. It's like Kendrick, Drake, Cole, and then like these two fringe spots, Sean and Wale. That was like fringe spots right there. I
put Sean over Wale, but I don't know because Wale's dope too.
Wale is cold.
Wale's cold.
I just don't get why they can't, and not saying that they should or that they care, but like why can't they?
Just
like what the fuck is missing?
I don't know with Wale, bro. Because Wale, it's just the type of music he makes.
Maybe, but the thing is though, since we've been in middle school, Wale's come with a smash hit every year, every 2 years, he's a smash hit. He's
been consistent. He's been
Lowest
consistent,
Slaughter Bomb,
sure.
Lowest Slaughter Bomb. The song he released with Bryson Tiller. That his album was good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think it's the type of, it's the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just very poetic, which is fine. Yeah, which is great. It's like but
yeah. Wale gets me like box braids and incense.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like it's good, he has like club bangers sometimes, but like you're not gonna put Lotus Flower Bomb on in the club for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd love to hear it, but at the same time, you'd be like, man, this is a little slow. Unless it's that type of vibe you're trying to go for. Type shit, you know what I'm saying? And then you listen to other songs, like he can rap his ass off for sure, but like it's just a vibe, you know. Like I'm a fan, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm trying to listen, if I'm on the way to a party, or if I'm in the gym, or if I'm at the club, if I'm in anywhere where I'm not trying to be chill, and you throw on some like Wale, most of the time I'll be like, this is really what I'm trying to listen to right now.
Yep. Not
that I don't want to hear it, but just for them what I'm doing.
Or not that he's garbage. Far from it.
Not garbage whatsoever. It's just the vibe.
Facts.
It's just the vibe. I really think, and I just think for him, that might have hurt him, just hurts him a little bit, just because there's plenty of people that just want to be lit, turned all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then if you think about what the biggest songs are and the biggest artists are right now, at least for when it comes to rap, it's like they're making bangers. You know what I'm saying? Like you want shit that's gonna bang in your car. You want shit that's gonna turn the club up. You want shit that the strippers want to dance to. You know what I'm saying? Like you want that shit. You don't want just some smooth talking, sweet talking, blah blah blah, poetry, this and that.
Yeah, and the imperfect storm. Everyone forget he put out a little 6-song EP right when the protests were popping.
Yeah, I think I sent that to you.
Yeah, I think you did send a thing when it first came out.
Or a song or some shit.
It was good.
I like that. Yeah. I like that.
It was good.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, like if you put there's not one song in there that you could. That I would classify as a banger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's just not the type of songs he makes.
Which is fine.
Which is completely fine. You know, but you know, and knowing that, you know, I feel like not you being upset, but I've heard some. I think we've all heard like throughout the years of him feeling some type of way about shit. Even J. Cole had in his
False Prophets.
Like, yeah,
the first verse.
He was talking about him. Wasn't talking about him, but he was talking about him. You know, everybody knows who the fuck he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like you make these types of you have a hell of fans already. You're respected throughout the game.
Yep.
But you can't expect people to be wanting to bang your music and listen to this when you're just not making that type of music.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not gonna happen. You know, so you can't expect that. And you can't get mad when people aren't listening to that. You know, you just can't. You can't force people to listen to your stuff, you know? So you just gotta be grateful for what you do have, you know.
I agree.
So I think that's just the whole thing with Wale. And then Big Sean, I just think it's really, a lot of people think he's corny.
Which is crazy because the pen is crazy, bro. His pen is raw. Like
I think it's
but I get it though, because some of his metaphors can be very.
It's just like
it's and on top of that, he still does which I'm a fan of. He like repeats. He like repeats the same bar and over again, and like he. It's not like I'm saying he's whack, but you know what I'm talking about. If you listen to Big Sean, it's hard to describe. But like he'll say one bar and say it again, but it'll come off differently. They do that in battle rap.
Yeah, they'll say it and then they'll say it again, but it's not. It's the same. Bar, but it doesn't mean the same. Or there's an emphasis on certain words.
Yeah, it's like you know I'm rolling someone a roly poly yoli got scolioli or something like that. That was terrible. Big Sean's never said that. I'm trash. Don't quote me. But
I get what you're saying.
If you listen to Big Sean, you know I'm talking about.
What word you emphasize, and it changes the meaning, and you say that, and then you say it again, and it's a reference to what you just said. But it's yeah. I get what you're saying.
If you a metaphor fan, that shit raw. But when oftentimes we keep going for metaphors. Sometimes, I mean, even with anything, right? You look at basketball. You gonna shoot the ball. Eventually, you gonna miss, but you got to keep shooting. Mm-hmm. So maybe I
feel like also he puts a lot of words in his songs.
He does. Like his verse on Deep Reverence was so long. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the song. But his verse was really long.
That's what I'm saying. It's like something you really gotta be like, okay, it's a lot coming to me right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, but not every song is like that though. There's plenty of songs where he's got hits. Big Sean's got hits.
Period.
He's got hits.
Exclamation point. I don't know if you listened to it. Did you listen to the song I sent you called Mad Love by Infinity Song?
No, I did not.
Boy.
Is it good?
This shit was so smooth. I've been playing that song
it?
now. It's
R&B?
It's considered.
Is it old?
Wow, that's on the Rock Nation. No, it came out this year in 2020. They're a band. They're called Infinity Song. And they're signed to Rock Nation. They're just really good, bro. I don't know. Oh, Infinity's song. They're just a band, bro. Honestly, like they play really good and they sing well, and it was really smooth. I saw like on Instagram ads. I was scrolling through and I stopped, and it was just fire.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, no, definitely, that was really good. But all right, let's get to. You got any more music?
No, nothing. I mean, there's a lot of shit I could talk about, but it's not like
okay. Facts. All right. How do you feel about the Great White Hope getting COVID? I think one, it's ironic, it's funny.
I thought it was funny.
Was it true? Was it not? I'm not gonna lie. Conspiracy theories ran through my head like this could be some fucking bullshit, but you just never know. And I have no evidence to say that it's bullshit. So I'm not gonna come on here and say it's bullshit. Mm-hmm. But what is fucking weird? If the president of the United States is at a hospital and his location is always confidential, why would you announce where he's at?
I don't know.
That right there was fishy.
I don't know.
Like, cause I remember one time, me and my parents.
Maybe that's the hospital that they go to.
Maybe, but like, why is that being announced? Like, this is the most wanted man in the world. Not even like everyone all time always wants to kill the president. So like, why would you announce a hospital that he's at?
I don't know the last time a president's gone to the hospital.
Well,
so
like
this might just be a thing.
No, but like even just announce his location. Like he would like say he's like a live press conference. That's different. But you're announcing where this man is sleeping, where this man stayed at. You know what I'm saying? On like national TV.
I mean, they probably had
weird.
A whole floor.
Oh, easily. Whole floor security, Secret Service, helicopters and shit. Of course.
Or maybe there's even like I have no idea, but like if that is the hospital that like that presidents go to during shit like this, they might have a whole like presidential area where it's literally like secured. Like even if someone tried to come in there, like it wouldn't. I really have no idea. I don't know, but I don't know when it happened, man. Like I thought it was funny. I was just like, you know, after all the bullshit he's been talking, now he has it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just think I knew it wasn't going to change anything, and if anything, it was going to make it worse because if he beat it, which we don't even know if he beat it because it's only been a couple days. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. But he's gonna make it seem like he's great, but when he could be suffering, we really have no idea. I mean, we also saw the video of him struggling to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where he was, you know, like it looked like he could barely breathe when he was up on the fucking balcony waving everybody and shit like that. But like, I just knew he was gonna come out and say basically like, "See, I had it. I'm fine. It's not as bad. Like, it's just as stupid. Like everyone's freaking out over nothing." And it was gonna help nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna help nothing at all. I think the only way it would have changed things if he was seriously sick. Yeah. Like it really was hitting him hard. Then he'd be like, "Oh, okay, you know, maybe not." But you know, I just think high key. I think it's just a slap in the face to all Americans. To be honest with you, I mean, you have 200,000 plus people that have died so far. I've seen numbers of once like you know flu season really starts like it could be upwards of 400,000 people that have died from this. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of people, and for him to, first of all, for us to we still haven't gotten a second stimulus check yet, which is fucking ridiculous if you think about it. Because I mean, look at all the other developed countries and the way they're handling it and the way they're helping their citizens versus us, where we made it a political thing while they made it a health thing. You know what I'm saying? So now it's not even about, oh, let's do what's best for our citizens to keep them healthy. It's like, okay, well, the Republicans want this and the Democrats want this, and the Republicans, not all the Republicans, obviously, like I'd imagine the majority of Republicans aren't anti-maskers. It's the hardcore Trump supporters that are just following every single word that he does, you know, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna fucking wear masks. They think it's a hoax. They think we're lying. And my thing is like, why would the whole world, all the doctors, all the experts, why would everybody be lying just to get that half of the country? It's not even the whole country. It's the Republicans or the hardcore. Like, I just don't see how that, because people don't give a fuck. No one cares about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask somebody in France, like, oh, how do you feel about the Republicans in America? They'll be like, I don't give a fuck about the Republicans in America. What do I have to do with that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for them to think that people care enough I think is laughable. But I mean, it's not. It's just, I mean, he comes out, says it's not as bad after getting state of the art treatment, experimental drugs, this and that. I think a drug that used stem cells from an abortion, which they are against. But then it's okay if he uses it to save himself. But then I'm sure he's going to go against abortion anyway after the fact. And I already know that most people are probably not going to get the same drugs that he got. We already know that people aren't going to get the same treatment he got. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just a slap in the face to say like how great you feel and the treatment was amazing and it's the greatest care in the whole world, blah blah blah. And then you have other people that can't even go to the hospital because they can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? You have people dying at home. Yeah, it's just ravaging people. It's just fucking a lot of people up. And you're saying it's not that big of a deal and it's not that serious. And it's like, man, you just really have no idea how. You're just so disconnected from reality, man. Like it's crazy.
That shit don't feel real.
It doesn't, man. And it's surprising to me how peace still has. And like I've said this before, but like when the election first, 2016, him and Hillary, right? I could see.
It's been 4 years.
I could see why. What the fuck? I could see why people would have voted for him. I could, because Hillary wasn't shit either. To be honest with you, she was not shit. The Clintons are just as bad as people. They just hide it a little bit better. That's really what it is.
And they're Democrats, so they get kind of like he's a Democrat type
exactly.
thing.
So I mean, like, I didn't want either one of them, to be honest with you, because they're both horrible people. But I could understand why someone would have voted for Donald Trump. I could have. Now I don't. I just can't see any redeeming qualities about this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see it at all. And people say, oh, well, the stock market was up, and and my thing is like, if the only people that like the people that are benefiting it's the richer people, obviously. And my thing is like, why would you like the majority of Americans don't even have stocks? So why are you talking to me about the stock market if you don't even have stocks in the stock market? So it's just not even benefiting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to see like who's benefited from this presidential term he's had. I just don't see it anywhere really, except for the people, the rich. You know what I'm saying? I think we had a little bit less money taken out of our taxes, which I guess was nice. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I didn't really notice too big of a difference.
I don't give a fuck.
But I mean, it just doesn't make much sense to me. But at the same time, like I'm talking like the Democrats are any better. I mean, it's both sides are trash. Both sides are not shit. Both sides claim they have the best interests of the American people. I think that's bullshit because how many presidents have said that and we're still in the same bullshit now? And then I'm saying like through Democrats and Republicans, it's just been the same shit. They're selling us the same lies to just get us to vote for them so they can further their career and their legacy as a politician. They don't really give a fuck
at all.
They do not care, and the ones that do care barely get any airtime, and because both sides, Republicans and Democrats, realize it's like, all right, like they're actually trying to do something good for the people.
Right.
No, can't have that happen. I mean, if you just and the thing is, you can see that with the debates when the presidential debates, or I guess. Was it the presidential debates or the president's candidate debates or whatever, when it was Democrats debating with a bunch of Democrats and shit?
When Biden and Trump just debated?
No, not those. I'm talking about like when like
primaries.
Primary, yes, there we go. Primaries. Like you can see who was getting the most airtime and who wasn't, and you say, for example, Andrew Yang, for example, that's who I wanted to be the nominee personally.
Mm-hmm. He'd have watched Trump, bro.
He would have watched anybody. He would have watched anybody, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, like you see just he got such little airtime. He wouldn't be on infographics on the news. They'd have the pictures of all the candidates except for him.
Yeah.
They even had a space open for him and didn't even include him. You know what I'm saying? I mean that, and the thing is, after every debate, he was always top 1, 2, 3 in popularity, Google searches, followers gained. So the popularity was, people were interested, but the news would not give him any time of day. You know what I'm saying? And then you can look back 2016 with the DNC when they were literally plotting to have Hillary win.
Yeah, they fucked Bernie up.
Fucked Bernie over hard, bro. Fucked him over hard. And it's just like, it doesn't even fucking matter what we want. That's what I'm saying. It does not matter what we want because they already know who they want to win their little nominee. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people wanted Bernie. They shut that shit down. I mean, now nobody wanted Biden. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wanted Biden.
Nobody really still wants him.
He got it out of all the people that we had. He's the one that got it.
I thought Elizabeth Warren was a strong candidate, or AOC.
Hell no, not AOC.
Why not?
Bro, I'm not shitting on her, but like, first of all, like, I'd want someone at least a little bit more
older,
experienced. Not older, just experienced. And the thing is, I wouldn't necessarily want someone extremely progressive either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want any extreme. I don't want someone that's super conservative. I don't want someone that's super progressive. I just want a regular ass person to be president. You know what I'm saying? That just has the best interests of the American people in mind, and not trying to push a certain agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish people would actually listen to what we have to say, but I feel like this never happens. And even if we do have an opportunity to tell them, they'll sit there and smile on our faces, and I'm like, all right, and then they just turn around and go back to do whatever the fuck that's going to benefit them the most.
They don't give a fuck about us.
They don't give a fuck about us, bro. And that's the thing is, bro, like they don't give a fuck about us, and they've made it so that whenever something goes wrong, we as civilians, as a people, instead of looking at them as a problem,
we look at each other.
We look at each other, the other side, and be like, "This is your fault. I hate you." And it's like, why do you hate me? I have zero control over what the fuck is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know if I voted for them, and you're just mad because I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican. You have no idea. They're just making sure that whatever hate gets garnered, gets all the hate that's being summoned. I can't. That's not even the right word. That's not the right word I'm looking for. But all the hate that everyone just has with all the bullshit that's going on in the politics, it's directed towards us when it should be directed towards them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And they know that, so they're making a point to have that shit all directed back on us, so we can just fight with each other, and no one looks at them because, again, we can't change shit. They can change all that shit, but they just don't. They don't do it. They constantly throw us under the bus. They constantly give us the cheapest options all the time. But you have billion-dollar companies getting bailed out left and right, banks getting bailed out left and right, and we can't even get a second stimulus check. I mean, like, I'm not expecting that.
And that shit not coming. I don't care what nobody say. We're not getting that shit.
Like,
that shit. I thought that shit was a hoax, bro.
I don't know if it's coming. I don't know if it's not coming. I mean, I know they're talking about it, but like, I'm not gonna say. I don't know. So I'm not gonna say it is. I'm not gonna say it isn't. But all I'm saying is, I mean, it's obvious that if they really had the best interests of us in mind, like, things would be moving a lot faster, especially with the way that with the coronavirus response and just helping out Americans. That's just not happening. I mean, look at other countries, and like the minute shit was popping off, it's like, all right, boom, like, this is shut down, and we're gonna help the citizens out. We're giving them this and this month until we can get back and running. Here, we had to fight for the 1,200, fight for that, and then you had billion-dollar companies just getting stupid amounts of money while they're laying off thousands of people. And it's just like, so why are they getting all this money?
Yeah.
Why are they getting all this money?
They don't need that
when
shit.
They already have all that money. They're firing and laying off a bunch of people because of this, because of the coronavirus, and we're getting $1,200 for once. We got it once so far, and you know what I'm saying. And now they're trying to open everything back up. It's like, it just makes no sense. Yeah. And then they wonder why, with all this shit going on with the protests and, you know, and how it turns violent and this and that. It's like, it's not just as much as it is with the racial shit that's going on, which is bullshit too. Mm-hmm. As much as it is that, it's everything else, man. I mean, like, I feel like there's just so much pent up anger just with how the government's been running shit. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what side, Republican, Democrat, it does not fucking matter what side you are, because at the end of the day, the government's really just worried about themselves and all that shit. Because, you know, how many fucking times to have like shit gone on where, like, what during this with this whole coronavirus, they've taken recesses, they've taken vacations, they've taken this, they've taken that, while we're still suffering. Thank God I have a job, but there's millions of people that don't. You know what I'm saying? There's millions of people that don't have jobs, at both parents out of the job. You know, and like, what the fuck? What are they supposed to do?
Well, when the pandemic first happened, you got laid off.
Yeah, I didn't have a job for a good like month and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that $1,200 was spent up real quick on various things. You know, because payments didn't stop. I still had to pay shit off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but then you're gonna sit here and they're gonna sit here and try to tell me that they have my best interest in mind. Or, we're working so hard for you guys, but like, no, you're not, because the thing is, nothing of that's what's happening right now is affecting them, like it's affecting us. Because we already saw. If they get sick, they're gonna get the best healthcare.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. They don't have to worry about that. They're getting paid still. They have all their school shut down. They have the money to get the best homeschoolers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have all. They're good.
Yeah.
So everything that's being decided is for us. So when they take a little bit longer, it's like, okay, well, you know, we can take some time, because they see no sense of urgency. Now, if it was us deciding, but we'd be trying to get that shit done immediately. Because we need the fucking help. We need some shit going on. But to them, it's just, there's just no urgency, because they're good. They don't have to worry about any of that. So when they take a recess, it's just like, oh, I needed this. I was been working so hard. It's like, okay, well, you haven't decided anything yet. What about us? And it's like, well, we'll get back to it when we get back in a week. You know what I'm saying? And now I heard the talks are pushed back until after the election. So it's like, so it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? I mean, it's just like, what are we waiting for? You know what I'm saying? And again, it's they made a point to make sure that we hate each other versus hating them. There's no reason why we should be fighting each other, the left and the right. There's no reason, because we're in the same boat. We think they want us to make it seem like we're in different boats heading in different directions. We're in the same fucking boat. We're in the same fucking boat, on different ends. The boat's sinking. It's not sinking, but there's water getting in the fucking boat. And instead of working together and getting that shit out of there, we're just pointing fingers like, oh, why'd you put water in the boat? Why'd you put water in the boat? You know what I'm saying? While the captain and all of his crewmates are getting on the lifeboats, getting out of there, because they're, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I just feel like we should really just look at what the fuck is happening. Like, it just makes bro, I hate talking about this shit, man, because it just makes me so mad.
It got you hot. It
makes me so mad, bro, because it's just the anger's just pointed everywhere else where it needs to be pointed at. You know what I'm saying? Like, the politicians and the government, they all work for us. We elect them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when we should be able to also fire them, we should be able to also give them reviews. We should be able to also do shit that bosses do if we hire, because we can get fired immediately for some bullshit.
Petty shit.
But when Americans a bunch of Americans are not happy with the way you know someone's running something, the way something's going on. We have to wait until we'll just wait 2 years and then the elections come. It's like no, like we need action now. Like, shit needs to happen now. Like we can't just wait. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been how long have we been waiting for shit? We've been waiting for fucking decades. For shit. Our parents have been waiting for shit. Our grandparents have been waiting for shit. Their grandparents have been waiting for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're still fucking waiting. Like, it just makes no sense, man. It's frustrating, bro. It's frustrating.
I agree. I feel your frustration completely. I already knew when I put this on here, you was gonna go in, so don't feel bad.
Bro,
but it's hard to avoid, or hard to not talk about though. Because this shit's happening. It's happening in our faces. It's happening everywhere. So, and unfortunately it affects our lives on a daily basis. So how are we supposed to get away from it? You know? Excuse me. How are we supposed to find a time to be happy with times like this where it's in our face? And then this goes to our next point, the debate. The presidential debate was a fucking joke.
Yeah,
that shit was like I told my girl that I don't want to watch that shit, but you should watch it. It's important, so I watch it. That shit was a joke like I knew it would be.
Yeah, bro.
Motherfucker, like people do not know Trump had nothing important to say. He have shit important to say. All he was up there to do was just talk shit.
He was interrupting the whole time, man.
All he was doing, he was just talking shit, interrupting, and that shit low-key worked for a second because he got Joe Biden off his square. He did everything he could just to antagonize him. Rarely ever did he bring up any political facts, any statistics, any numbers. He have no papers in front of him to my recollection. He was just up there talking shit and being fat, bro. And having COVID because he had COVID at the time.
I know.
So it's just like what the fuck, bro? And then you up here force your wife to hold hands with you and all this other shit. Like, bro, you a fucking clown. Like,
bro, I mean, you know, I don't know, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. It's just like he's just fucking whack. And I think that that debate really just showed the state of where our country's in. I mean, it's two old white guys who are trying to force their opinions down the throat of other people. But the country is not based off two old white guys. And I'm not saying that as I have a thing against white people, but certain people in power seem to have this perception that old white men can speak for what the country wants. When in reality, that's not true. Old white men are what our country used to be. Old white men can't speak for me and you or for all the young people. They're out of touch. They're old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what can they really do for us? Their viewpoints are strictly for them and what benefits them. I mean, look what Biden did. Crack laws, the crime bill, like all that shit that fucked up black people. So we're still on your ass, and we're gonna stay on Trump ass. Cause like what are y'all really doing to benefit us? And then the debate itself was really just sad. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Biden was trying to make some good points. I'll give him his props. He was trying to talk about good things and make good points.
He won the debate.
He won the debate, which wasn't hard to do because Trump's an idiot. But my thing is like, Trump goes up there and then he goes to talk about there's boundaries in everything you do, right? He goes up there.
When he started talking about his son.
Both of them.
Yeah.
He talked about the dead son, and he talked about now, I don't want to be wrong, but one son had the drug addiction. Mm-hmm. Is that the one that died? Or is that the one that's still alive? One got dishonorably discharged for cocaine. One is dead due to cancer or due to a car accident. Either way, he talked about both his sons. And that shit was like, bro, like, what the fuck? And Biden was doing his best to stay on task. But like, had Biden just been like, "Yo, shut your bitch ass up," or "Shut the fuck up," I wouldn't have been mad. It would have fit. I'd have been like,
"Well, you shut up, man."
Right, but he would have said you shut the fuck up. Like, had he said that, it would have fit.
I know, man. It's clear that Trump went there and his game plan was just
to be a bitch,
interrupt, and to just try to make him look bad and not actually debate. I mean, and then in that sense, he beat himself when it came to that, and now the second debate's canceled. So they only have one more debate, which is, I don't know.
That's going to be interesting to see.
I'm just curious. I'm just interested, man. And you know what? It's honestly just tiring, bro. Like, I mean, because again, this is the second election in a row where it's two candidates no one really wanted. And now we're stuck some fucking way where they got fucking chosen. You know what I'm saying? So now it's those two, and they're both sitting. And it's not even. The thing is, it's not even. At least all the other ones were somewhat normal. This one, I mean, Trump's not even. He's just. It's just so surreal, bro. Because like Trump's just like everyone's a liar. Everyone's fake. But him, he's the smartest person around. He's the strongest person around. Everyone's not as good as he is. And he's gonna interrupt you, and he doesn't give you any facts. He lies. And then Biden, he's just so out of touch. He's old as fuck. I mean, like there's just Bro, I mean, it's tiring, man, and it's constantly just an election between the lesser of two evils, you know, and it shouldn't really be like that. Like, I'm really just waiting on a candidate that actually people want and are excited to have in office, you know.
I was listening to All the Smoke, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Steven Jackson brought up a good point on a recent episode, I believe they had with Charlamagne the God. He said, I don't believe in voting for the lesser two evils. Even though the lesser of two evils, in a sense, I'm not trying to shit on Steven Jackson because I understand where he's coming from. But like the lesser of the two evils, like, yeah, it may suck to have one evil that just, I mean, because you're stuck with evil either way, right? Mm-hmm. And you rather have the one that's not as evil as the other, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, it's to not vote. I'm assuming by that statement, he's saying he's not voting. I would hope not. But like, I don't know. When people say they'd rather not have any of the two evils, it's just like, well, what are you going to do then? Are you just going to sit there and just deal with the bullshit that we got? Or are you going to at least try to change it to something that's not as bad, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, I know everyone just has their own opinions. Because that's how I felt when the Trump and Hillary thing. I didn't vote. I was like, I don't want either one of them. You know what I'm saying? And even if I did vote, I would have voted for Hillary, and it doesn't matter because she won the popular vote and still lost. So it doesn't really fucking matter. But I don't know, man. I mean, but I you know what? I'm not surprised by the way what he's saying, you know, and I'm sure a lot of other people feel that way too. I mean, it's again, it's down to two people that no one really wanted, you know, like nobody wanted these. Like if you were to ask people when shit was first popping off, like who do you want as president? I know Biden wasn't the first choice for Democrats, and then Trump was just kind of like, that's all they had. So it's like, well, I want Trump because he was already the fucking president. So it was like, they're not going to have another Republican run against him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it was in that, and now it's just depressing, bro. I mean, you just look at, like, I don't know, man. With politics, I feel like if you really want to have a happy life, don't watch the news. Just don't watch the news. Don't be getting into politics because it's never good. I've never watched the news and left and be like, man, like that just put me in such a good mood. No, I'm always like, damn, like another person died, or some more bullshit's going on, or there's a war over here, or we bombed here, they bombed this, and it's just like fuck, like but again, that's what the media is. That's what it is. That's what the news is for. It's not to make us feel good. It's to make us fear things, and it's to sway opinions, and it's to push narratives, and it's to lie. It's just grimy shit, bro. I mean, it really is like it's depressing, man. Like, and it gives you such a skewed version of the view of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch the news of Chicago, you think Chicago's a war zone, bro. You think you go to downtown and you're gonna get shot immediately. But
it's bullshit.
The people who live in Chicago or have at least or in the area, you know,
they look at you like you're crazy when you say that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that. Of course, there's certain areas that are a little bit tougher, but every city has that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Chicago's perfect, but if you were to just judge off of what the news says, you would think it's a lost hope. It's a battle zone. You know what I'm saying? You just think it's the worst of the worst, and it's not. But that's what the news does. It makes everything seem, I feel like, worse than it actually is. You know what I'm saying? Just for whatever reason, just to push a narrative. And then you got to look at this is such a big thing. Then you got to look at what the news stations, who owns the news stations. Okay, now what are their affiliations? Okay, now what? And then you got to look at, okay, now what are the stories of these news stations pushing? They're pushing this story. What is the owner? What is he invested in? Oh, he's in what I'm saying, and then it just goes back to money. It goes back to money at the end of the day because it's just depressing, bro. It's just depressing. I mean, I feel like everything's like controlled, and it's controlled on what we're seeing, what we're watching, what we're hearing, and we got to make a point to not just blindly follow and trust what is being said, because a lot of the time it's bullshit. A lot of the time you're not getting the full story, or you're just getting a completely false story. Yeah, totally false. And if you don't do your own research, how are you gonna know? Yeah. And then you go out and then you start spewing the same shit that you heard from the news to your friends and this and that. And now that's your opinion. Now that's what you think because that's what they said. You didn't form it yourself. You're just taking off of what was told to you. And you have no other reason but to believe it because it's the news. And why would the news lie to me? Because the news has been lying to you for fucking years. They've been lying to everybody, bro. For the longest fucking time, man. I agree. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
I agree. All right. I'm ready to move on from this shit, though.
Yeah, man.
Let's wrap up. NBA Finals. Did you watch last night?
No, I didn't watch last night. I'm not upset. I didn't watch last night. I mean, it was a blowout.
Yeah, I was surprised they beat the shit out of
I'm not surprised though, because I mean, like Jimmy. I mean, like they were the Heat were like the Lakers are tired. I'm sure, but the Heat were really tired because they already had Dragic was out, Bam was out for most of the series. I mean,
Jimmy was tired. I know that boy was exhausted.
I mean, Jimmy was really doing everything he could. He was putting the team on his back. I mean, Jimmy's a fucking dog. You know, am I surprised the Lakers won? Absolutely not. You know, absolutely not. It was dope though. I think the bubble was extreme success. It was extreme success.
Shout out to Adam Silver in the NBA, man.
Yeah,
big shout out to them. They handled that shit very well.
Were probably some of the more exciting playoffs I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, it was really good how everything played out. Am I happy with who won? No. I wanted the Heat to win personally, just because I'm a Butler fan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But congrats to the Lakers for doing what they're doing. You know, for LeBron getting his 4th and the Lakers getting their 17th. That's insane. That's insane. I'm glad, you know, Dwight Howard got his ring. Rondo, first player to have a ring from the Celtics and the Lakers, which is crazy.
That's pretty
crazy. And I think it's the longest gap in rings ever. I think it's been 12 years since he won his last one. I think it's the longest gap. Which
I'm gonna look that up right now.
It's nuts because he won in 2008. Yeah, 2008. Now it's 2020. 12 years. But I think it was a huge success. I'm interested to see what next season is going to bring and how it's going to be. I'm looking forward to this. Everyone, I want to see other teams come back healthy, just so I can see everyone kind of, you know, come back full force. You feel me? I'm really interested to see how the Warriors are going to come back. I'm really interested to see how the Nets are going to be. I wonder what the Bucks are going to do, because they were pretty disappointing this year, playoff wise.
They're looking at, for what I can see, they're looking to trade Eric Bledsoe. And it's not a secret. Yeah. I thought Miami had Miami does have a whip. I thought Milwaukee was it. I thought they might have come out of the East. It was going to be Milwaukee. I knew Miami was good. I didn't think they were ready, though, for all this. But Miami was where Milwaukee was supposed to be.
I think Miami just had the team-wise, they had a better team.
And they punked their ass, too.
I think Miami had a better team than the Lakers, too.
I agree.
Injuries just kind of fucked them up.
And
size. That's the only thing. Size. Like the Lakers are a big fucking team.
And here's the thing. And so to your point about Rondo, this is per Reddit. As I first referenced here, it has been 12 years since Rondo won his first championship with the Celtics in 2008, ironically beating the Lakers.
Yeah, right.
From the record, the former record holding is Eric Curlton with 11 years between his two rings, 83 to 94. The record for the largest gap between any two rings belonged to Sam Cassell at 13 years. So 13 years, Sam Cassell has it.
Oh.
Sam Cassell went 13 years between 95 to 08. Damn.
One of the longest. One of the longest then. But still, that's insane. But I think this playoffs was dope. I wonder if they're going to not incorporate a bubble, but this type of style of playoffs. Because it wasn't the same. It was like, what was it, a play-in? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're gonna keep doing that. I feel, you know what? Of all the teams this season, at least for the playoffs, the one I feel the worst for is the Suns. I think they got shitted on hard.
I do too.
Because they literally couldn't have done anything else. They won every single game in that fucking bubble, and still didn't make the playoffs. It's like, what am I supposed to do? If you'd have told me, if they would have told me before even going in, like, guys, so there's a chance that you can win every game and still not make the playoffs, I'm like, all right, I don't want to do this. Like, so even if we're 100% perfect, you're telling us there's a chance we're not even going to make it in there, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, this sucks. Would they have made the finals? Probably not. But maybe they would have. Because they were playing insane. Absolutely insane. But I'm high key of all the teams. I cannot wait to see the Bulls.
Me either.
Next year.
Billy Donovan.
The whole organization's just...
It's changing a little bit.
Different.
It's changing.
And I'm so happy. Everybody's happy. Every Bulls fan is probably like, thank God.
I mean, Gar Forman and Paxson are still in charge, right? Gar.
No.
Oh, they're both out?
I think one of them's gone, and one of them has moved to like a very lesser... He's pretty much out too, but they're just paying him still. But like it's a completely different.
Really?
Yeah, bro. And I just heard Billy Donovan's getting rid of all the assistants.
Yeah, Gar Forman is an American basketball executive. He worked in Chicago front office in 98-2020. Yeah. He is no longer does it. Interesting.
About time. But yeah, bro, right here it says Billy Donovan he told all assistants that he's starting fresh. So I think they're just doing a complete clean out damn near of the Bulls organization and just trying to get better people in, which I'm so excited because the thing is, like, bro, the Bulls had talent. They have talent. They were just not used at all to their full ability with under Boylan. So I'm just glad that we got a good coach. And our front office is changing and making fucking moves. The moves that we wanted, the Bulls fans wanted, for the last like 20 years, damn near, have all been made within a couple months after just getting a new GM.
We got rid of
AK.
We got rid of VP, so we get John Paxson is no longer the VP. John Paxson was the VP. He's gone now.
I think it was vice president then that we got. Either way, like just the shit that it's just changing, bro. It's changing, and I cannot wait to see. I think Levine's gonna take a step up. I think Markkanen is gonna take a step up. I think Wendell's gonna take a step up. Kobe's gonna take. Oh man, we're gonna be.
Bro, I did not know that those two were gone. I am so excited.
Yeah.
Wow. And, you know, the NBA is a better place when the Bulls are winning.
Always.
When the Bulls are on top, bro, the NBA is so much of a better. Maybe we're saying that because.
Give a fuck about the Lakers winning, bro. When the Bulls win.
Oh, baby.
Fucking.
I don't even know what on baby means. I keep asking people, and it's no gang affiliation. They just say, on my kids.
Yeah. It's like saying I'm a mom.
Oh, wow. It just kind of came out just now, so I don't really say that. But anyway, I'm very excited.
Geeked.
I'm very excited.
Wait, man. I really can't.
I'm very excited for this. I'm excited for the leap Zach LaVine's going to take. Wendell Carter Jr. I'm so upset we got rid of Bobby Portis because Bobby Portis is still the man. I'm also kind of I'm looking forward to what Laurie's going to do. And I've been a Billy Donovan fan because I follow college sports. University of Florida is my favorite. Mm-hmm. I love what Billy Donovan did in Florida too. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to whatever Chicago's got going.
And I already heard he sat down and talked with the players and was basically like, you know, like, what do you like to do with the ball? Where do you like to get the ball? Like, what do you feel like your best use for this is? Like he wants to know what his players are confident in and what they want to do so he can put
tailor
them in
it
the
to
best.
that.
Exactly.
Yes.
He's not going to force them to be in and do things that they don't want to do. They're not comfortable with. They're not good at because you're the coach. You want your players to play to the best of their ability, and obviously the coach is going to have a say in what's going on. But if someone does not like being a spot up shooter, and then you're making them be a spot up shooter, it's like you're not using them to the full ability. They're not like the whole thing's gonna be fucked up. So I'm just glad that he actually cares what his players want, and these plans to try to probably incorporate that a little bit within his
scheme
plays he's gonna be running and stuff like that. I'm just excited for them, and I'm sure they're excited to finally have some people that actually can't give a fuck about them, and actually want to win. So
me too, bro. I'm
looking
happy.
forward to it, man.
I'm happy.
I hope we bring back Derrick Rose, backup point guard, veteran backup point guard.
I know. Just
and then we bring back Jimmy Butler, and then Noah. He could be coming back, and then Booz can come out of retirement. You bring him back. Nate Robinson's been trying to come back too. Bring him on.
Let's get Joakim. Let's get Joakim. That would be nice.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be
but
nice.
no, man.
I do think D Rose is gonna retire in Chicago though. I think that eventually he's gonna sign like a 1-day contract, whatever the fuck.
Probably like last final year or some shit like that.
Something like that. And come, even though if LA went and got D Rose, I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. I want him to win a ring. I want him to win.
I don't give a fuck.
I'd rather him win a ring before unless the Bulls are contenders and he comes back. That'd be fucking amazing. But if not, I'd rather him win a ring and then I want him to go to Miami with Butler. But they don't have any space for him because they already have point guards. But that'd be fucking insane.
Oh,
that'd be insane,
God, bro.
Man,
that would be tough.
Yeah, he just needs to leave Detroit, man.
That would be tough.
He needs to get out of Detroit.
I don't know how many years he has left per se.
I mean,
but
what is he? 28,
30,
30.
Rose is 30.
Yeah, he just turned 30.
He just turned 30.
He's not young.
Last
he's
week.
not old.
He's not old. Basketball miles wise is different, but I think he got some good years left in him as serviceable point guard.
He didn't look bad this year.
Your favorite player still can't guard D Rose though.
For real.
Period.
None of them can.
Cut out the fucking I hate D Rose disrespect. That shit really pisses me off.
Yeah, that's just the one person I feel you just don't disrespect that man.
Yeah, no.
He's been nothing but good to you guys.
Nothing but great. But all right, man, we're gonna get wrapped up here.
Yeah.
Social medias, my boy.
Boom. It's pbugs pb00gs on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Apple Music, and that's it. That's all I really use, to be honest with you. Or Pierce Andresen on Facebook, but don't add me on Facebook because I'm not gonna accept it.
Devonn Overstreet on all platforms. DStreets815 Twitter. Devonn Allen on Instagram. Most importantly, ISD in School Detention on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Apple, and YouTube as well. Thank you guys so much as always for tuning in to us. We appreciate it. We love you guys, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.